Warning. This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
Yo, what's going on? I am Scoos Bronson.
And I am S. Foster.
That's right, and you tuned into another episode of the Viewers Anonymous podcast where we give you our very own reviews and takes of movies and TV straight out of Hollywood. Before we get into it, man, make sure you guys go check us out on socials, on Instagram and Twitter at ViewerAnonPod, on Facebook at VA Pod Watch Group, on YouTube at Viewers Anonymous. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And join us on Patreon at patreon.com/viewersanonymous. Please make sure you are listening to us on Spotify as well, and hit that follow button if you are. We greatly appreciate it. What's up, bro?
Shit, man. Excuse me, can't call it, man. Just been taking in a lot of content, man. Starting a lot of new shows. Like I was telling you, man, the pre-pro. Hey, but one of these days, man. I mean, like I said, it would have to be edited and cut and all that type shit. But man, we need to start getting the pre-pro and goddamn start recording that shit. Throw that shit on Patreon. Like Joe.
Absolutely, bro.
Nah, but nah, man, I'm all right, man. Just making it, man. Just thriving, trying to reach that peak, man. Trying to set some of these goals. But how about you, man? How you feeling?
Man, same here, man. Trying to do the same thing, bro. Enjoying life, actually. You know what I'm saying? Today was a great day. We have 50-degree weather. You know what I'm saying? So if you're from Ohio, you know what that means. You know what I mean? And if you're not from Ohio, that means that it wasn't snowing. For all those out there confused. Nah, but it was a great day today, man. I ain't had no complaints. Shit, chilling. I've been also catching up on a few things. I finally started watching Severance season 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that's your shit.
Oh yeah, so I'm into that right now. And I started catching back up on The Walking Dead. I left off, I think, at like season 8 or 9 or some shit like that. And like I've been watching it, and yeah, I missed out on a lot.
Man, when I stopped, I could tell you where I stopped. I stopped when, so you know, Rick had quote unquote died or whatever, and all this little shit.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Rick had came back, and like Rick was on like this helicopter. Like that was when the people started like wearing. I stopped. But I was like, I can't do this no more. That's when I stopped.
When they was wearing the walker, the skin, the walker skin.
Yeah.
That's the season I'm on right now.
Yo, that's why I stopped. I was like, I can't do this no more, man. It was like just a continuous cycle of the same shit. I was like, I can't.
Hey, let's get into this real quick, bro. The more and more I was watching that shit, like when I first started watching it, it was one of them things like I was so excited about it because you know I like zombies and shit. So I was so excited about that we had a TV show about zombies that I didn't really like pay attention to none of that shit. But the more and more I started watching this shit, as I'm watching this like on net, because it's on Netflix, I'm sitting here looking, I'm like, these niggas do not catch a fucking break, bro. Throughout this whole show, all this shit is just turmoil. Like, nigga, these niggas are basically living back in the fucking 1600s again in fucking Amish land. And then not only that, like none of the shit that they got work ever, bro. Something always going wrong, nigga. They fighting the niggas that blend in with the zombies. So they don't know if a nigga a zombie or an enemy. There's mass confusion anytime there's a lot of zombies around. And then it's a snowstorm going on right now. So they trying to get through the snowstorm. I'm like, bro, it's way too. First and foremost, in the zombie apocalypse, don't go nowhere where it's gonna be cold.
Facts.
Go somewhere where you know it's gonna be warm weather all the time. So that's one thing you don't have to worry about. Come on, man. That's common knowledge.
Yeah, man. And I was like you. I used to be so excited, bud. Fuck it. Sundays it was 10 o'clock.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I used to sit there and I used to watch the Talking Dead after the episode and all that type of shit.
Every time.
And then it just got to a point where I was like, man, I can't do this no more, man. It was
I'm gonna
like
tell you what this shit really is, bro. And it's still Black History Month, so I can get this off. This is just this is telling you about how white people was before before they got to America, bro. That's how I feel. Cause that's all they do is fight each other. Like that's all they do. Like it's already bad enough. You can't walk up the street without getting eaten. But then you also have to walk up the street and worry about a gang of niggas jumping you at the same time and stealing whatever you got. Is crazy, my nigga. Like you would think on some shit like this, niggas would just work together and just put aside their differences. But no, it's always a group of motherfuckers that don't want to do no real work and want to come steal all the hard work you done put in. Now we done built this whole community. We got food and all this shit. Done found out how to grow it. Instead of coming to us and saying, "Hey man, we want to join y'all community." Nah, y'all want to come in there and kill us and eat the food. Now what happens when you can't eat no more food? Stupid motherfucker.
yeah, that's always been the thing. It's always been like another community is and they're mad about your community and they want to take it over. Like
Come on, bro.
it's never a situation where it's like y'all got y'all community, we got our community.
Hey man, we
You
got
know what I'm
some
saying?
guns. What can we trade y'all? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
To get some of y'all food, bro.
exactly.
We just need some food. We got some stuff. How about this? How about we protect y'all? Y'all feed us. Like, bro, it's other ways to make this shit work, bro. In order to like, and I understand you gotta have that in order for the TV show to work. But it's just like at some point in time, bro, you get to looking at this shit and just being like, bro, these niggas are sad.
Yeah. And
You
that's
ain't
where it
washed
got
up. You ain't washed up in 4 months. Ain't took a good bath in 4 months. These niggas got hot water. You trying to kill them? Hey man, can I use your shower, bro? Fuck.
I know, right? God damn,
At
man.
some point, humility got to kick in, bro.
Yeah.
But
But
nah,
man,
shout
that's
out to the
cool
Walking
though.
Dead,
That's
man.
cool.
That's a great show.
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch back up and you know what I'm saying to see what all I missed because I heard Rick is back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
see that in the I mean even in the he's on the cover art. He's even on the
mhm.
cover art.
Yeah, that's
So
what I'm saying. So I'm trying to catch back up so I don't be lost because I am gonna watch it. Once Rick left, I'm with you. I kind of was like, I don't really want to watch this no more.
yeah.
They killed Carl. I was like, yeah, I'm cool, bro.
Damn, I know the kill call.
Yeah, they did
Damn.
kill Carl, bro. They killed Carl when they had I think either when they had caught Negan or
Oh, wait, you're right. You're right.
yeah,
You're right.
around the time
Yeah.
they was fighting
It's been a
Negan, that's when
while.
Carl died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been a while. Been a while.
Then him
Oh,
and Michonne got a baby. It's a whole bunch of
yeah.
shit happening,
Oh
bro.
yeah. See, I saw that. I saw
Okay.
that. Yeah, that's when they was at Alexandria or some
Yep. Yeah,
shit.
they still there. They still there.
Yeah.
Now it's a little.
Okay.
They all got their own. This is the funny thing too. Everybody that was in the group with Rick, all of them niggas is leaders of the communities now. They done went to all these places and took over.
Oh
This
man.
shit is hilarious, bro. But
Oh, fucking
then we
Walking
got a
Dead.
good one today, man. Today we are doing a I don't want to say classic yet, but it definitely had a run. I will say that.
Oh yeah, at the time.
Yeah, it had a hell of a run, man. Today we are doing The Wolf of Wall Street, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie, Jonah Hill, Matthew McConaughey, Rob Reiner is in this. God, dog. John Bernthal's in this. John Favreau is in this. Uh, Kyle Chandler is in this. Who else is in this joint, man? Christian Melody is in this. Shea Wiggum, PJ Byrne. It's a bunch of people in this joint. Ethan Suplee is in this.
Yeah, it's a wild cast, boy.
Yeah, this is a hell of a cast, actually. I didn't realize, like, God, dog. No wonder this shit won all the awards. Um, but this movie came out in 2013. Uh, and it's basically uh, an exaggerated biopic of Jordan Belfort, who was a very wealthy stockbroker um, in the 80s. And it tells his story about how he basically came up and became who he was, and also how he was involved in a lot of things that led to his downfall. Um, it was actually a Martin Scorsese film, which makes a lot of sense too.
Mhm.
But this shit was nominated for 5 Oscars, bro.
Yep.
It was the best performance by an actor, in a leading role, in a supporting role, best director, best writer, and motion picture of the year. That's a hell of a year, bro. That's a clean. That's a cleanup.
Yeah. It was, and and if I remember correctly, I think this is the one movie that Martin Scorsese got like the most like recognition for. Like, I don't
Probably.
think like it's his most. I don't think it's his best work personally,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that this is what he got rewarded for the most. Kind of like Denzel with Training Day. Like,
Mm-hmm.
do we really think that that was like his best performance, or it was just the one that kind of like, you know what I'm saying, more, I guess, a little bit more commercialized? I think that Wolf of Wall Street was a little bit more commercialized than when
Yeah,
you look at other Martin Scorsese films.
because Scorsese did. He didn't do Godfather, did he?
No, 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 no. He
He
wouldn't
did.
have been like, he did Goodfellas. He
Goodfellas. That's
did,
what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
yeah, Taxi Driver, which was dope as fuck. I went back and watched that shit because
Taxi
like people used to
Driver
talk
is
about,
Nero, right?
yeah, De
Yeah.
Niro, and it came out in '76, and people used to talk about like how good De Niro was in that. And I was like, said, man, let me go back and watch this shit. I went back and watched it about like 2 years ago. It's all right.
Okay.
It was all right. It was all right movie. It was all right movie. But I mean, like, he did, Killers of the Flower Moon, which, we were,
Brilliant.
yeah, which we were thinking that, we didn't think he was gonna win for that because of just the messaging in it and all of that type shit.
Word.
But no, like, I look,
It
he
got
he
some. It
got
got some. It got some wins though, didn't it?
I mean, I think it got Lily Gladstone won.
Yeah.
Yeah, she ended up winning for best supporting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it didn't win like the movie of the year and like all that little shit like that or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, he had the Irishman and shit. Um, but
I feel like the Irishman could have did some damage if it wasn't so damn long.
what I mean, this movie's long.
It
But I
don't.
mean,
It don't feel long.
nah, but what Killers of the Flower Moon was though? I mean, Killers of the Flower Moon was like 3:15. I mean,
But that one didn't feel long either.
I I feel you. I think that the story. No, honestly, I think both stories are captivating in my
Mhm.
opinion. But I think the story of Killers of the Flower Moon, it being, but well, no, because both of them are based on a true story. Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
about Jimmy Hoffa.
Yep.
So I don't know,
Well,
man.
it was based. The Irishman is based on a book, though, ain't it?
Was it that
I
that
think
I
so.
don't know. Shit, when you think about it, a lot of his movies are based off a fucking book.
Mm-hmm.
Goodfellas was based off of a book.
Mm-hmm.
Wolf of Wall Street is based off of a book.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of his movies are based off of fucking books. At
Yeah.
least the true story ones
Yeah.
are based off of books. Because when you think about Goodfellas, bro, he took the story of the snitch. We
Yeah.
don't think about that. Like, we really gave a dude that snitched on everybody a fucking book deal a movie, all that
That's
shit.
what Judas. If you think about it, that's what Judas and the Black Messiah is. It's the story of the what's his name?
Yeah,
The Bill guy.
Bill O'Neill, William
The
O'Neill.
infiltrator.
Yeah, yeah. That was the only issue. The reason why I wasn't too mad at it, because this is what I'm saying, bro. I don't think people are understanding how fucking good Lakeith Stanfield is, man.
Oh, he murdered that shit, bro.
Like, if it wasn't how great of a fucking job he did by playing Bill O'Neill,
It wouldn't have been a good
because
movie.
yeah, but my thing was, because when I first seen it, my first reaction was, to me, yo, this movie should be more about, you know what I'm saying, Fred Hampton. Like, people need to learn more about Fred Hampton.
Mm-hmm.
But then once I watched it again and again, I'm like, yo, this performance is so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can't imagine it being a different way.
Right.
But yeah, but you are right. But like, when you think about like a lot of the movies that Mark Scorsese do that are based on true stories, they are based off of books as well. Because this movie is based off of Jordan Belfort. Like, he wrote the book on himself.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this while we're talking about it. Do you think that maybe some of the shit he said, I know one thing because you mentioned it on the last pod. Like, do you think he kind of gassed himself up a little bit? Like, do you think some of this shit
Absolutely. Man, this is the thing, bro. This is one thing that, especially like when people are telling their own story, and especially when it's a story of like this magnitude, to where like, bro, you literally came up through stock market, like, so you know it was a lot of money involved. Some of the stuff that this nigga was talking about and some of the shit that this nigga was doing, bro, was just like, all right, man, come on, bro. You know, like the Quaalude shit. Like, come on, my nigga. And you didn't OD? Like, stop, bro.
Yo, especially that yo. I'm sitting back and I'm watching this and I'm like, yo, there's no way some of this shit went down the way that he said it went down.
But that's like, what I'm saying. Like, he's selling the story. You feel me? And I think that's the thing too. It's the book. You selling the story. So in order to sell the story, you have to embellish just a little bit. You got to exaggerate a tiny bit, bro.
You do, and you know something that I forgot? Yo joint, man. How did you forget it?
What?
My personal opinion, other than Shutter Island, I think your favorite movie done by Martin Scorsese is fucking Casino.
Oh, yeah.
I think Casino is also based off of a book.
It might be.
So
to me though, I don't even feel like the way Casino was, it don't even feel like it was a book though. You know what I'm saying? Like, Casino was done so well. Like, to me, that's the ultimate. If you ever, or if they ever do some shit, and I'm sure they will, like, in the future, but if they ever do some shit to where Scorsese is like the focal point of the class, like in like a school or whatever, like a theater school or whatever, and they are taking that class, Casino should be like the magnum opus. Because like, nigga, that is perfect. That movie is perfection, bro. I'm telling that is like, to me, that is the perfect movie.
Damn. But yes, I just looked it up. Casino was a book. Casino, Love and Honor in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yep. So it was based on the book.
That's definitely like, that movie is perfection, bro.
Look, I fuck with Casino, but I mean, it ain't even really a but. And I just think this is just a preference thing. I've always preferred Godfather. Goodfellas. I've always, you know what I'm saying, put Goodfellas just a little bit above Casino. But I mean, but they neck and neck though. To me, they neck and neck. But
Goodfellas to me is, I think, because of the approach, like you said, because he's taking the route of telling the story of the rat,
yeah,
that it makes it as compelling as it is. But if you like watching Casino is about Ace, right? It's still about the main character, but it's through the perspective of his best friend. And then it's Ace's perspective of Nikki. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it's both of them at the same time telling the story, but they're not talking about themselves. They're talking about each other for real. And
yeah.
that's difficult. That's difficult as fuck to do.
It is, and like I said, both of the movies are great.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think that the stories that he likes to tell,
Yeah.
this is one of those ones where this one and Killers of the Flower Moon, where I
Mm-hmm.
kind of felt like, look, he's a legend. Don't get me
Mm-hmm.
wrong. It just seemed like, just from what we're used to from him, it was like a little bit like not out of his comfort zone, but just a little bit. Like, it's still based on a true story. He loved doing the based on a true story shit
Yeah.
that are based off a book. But like the Wolf of Wall Street is just more of like, all right, we're gonna do a movie about, you know what I'm saying, these dudes in the 80s doing fucking, you know what I'm saying, stocks, and how these motherfuckers was robbing people like senselessly. Like, these type of crimes, like these blue collar crimes,
Mm-hmm.
are a lot worse, I would say, because you have people who are out here working regular jobs, doing real life shit. You know what I'm saying? Paying mortgages, trying to send their kids to college, all this shit. And they've been able to get a savings account, save their money up. And then they just like, hey, you know, I need to invest this money into something. You know what I'm saying? I need to get something on the back end. And then you know for a fact that you're fucking this person. You know you are. And then you take their savings and just buy whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
that's just, it's a sick crime, man. Like, it is a sick crime.
I mean, yeah, it's a scam, brother. That's what scams are.
Man, I have no respect for scammers.
I agree.
Rob me like at gunpoint. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Like,
okay, that's different. Go ahead and
okay, well, maybe not,
do that. I don't want no guns involved.
but
But
okay, well,
no,
maybe
so
not.
like,
Yeah, but you get the point that I'm
yeah,
saying, though. Right?
the
Like,
crime,
rob me that way.
the crimes are perfect example. We just talked about this. The Walking Dead scenario. Those niggas, instead of just finding a way to, you know what I'm saying, come together. You know what I'm saying? First off, you already getting a piece of whatever you doing with this whole stock market shit. You get a
Mhm.
percentage of that. So it ain't like you know what I'm saying, you ain't getting no money. But to take everything is kind of crazy, bro. That's like I said, these niggas, instead of figuring out, hey man, can y'all show us how to grow some food? Or hey, can we trade some stuff for some seeds and some food? Or instead of doing that, you just want to go in and just burn everything down, kill everybody, and take all their shit. Now, what
Crazy.
happens when this shit goes to hell? And then you ain't got nobody else to kill. You ain't got nothing else to burn down. And now you're gonna just starve to death because you didn't want to learn how to do this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of
Exactly.
taking the initiative and finding a way to get a bigger percentage or finding a way to get more money from the return or whatever, you just say, fuck it. We just gonna take all that shit. Come on, fam. Now this person now, you know what I'm saying? This person asked out, which I'm gonna be honest with you, it's kind of hard to feel sorry for niggas who invested in the 80s because the 80s was a like that was the money time. That was the time where money was like flowing in America. If it everybody had money in the 80s. Niggas were selling crack, It was prostitution going on. Like, nigga, the 80s was the wild, wild west of history.
Yo, weed dealers used to make money in the 80s.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So it's like, if you ain't had no money in the 80s, you just was, I don't know what to tell you. Niggas was buying houses on a fucking $40,000 a year job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, niggas in McDonald's was buying cars, bro. Niggas was going to work summer jobs at McDonald's and then going to buy a fucking car. Nigga, you could never do that nowadays. If you work at McDonald's, good luck. Okay? At this point. Like, no, that to me, bro, I just feel like in the 80s, man, it was a lot of money being circulated around America. Especially when you look at situations, how we look at this when crime was involved. I mean, we ain't even mentioning cocaine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cocaine was flowing through the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was ways to get money. So I don't feel sorry for nobody who lost money during in stocks or none of that shit, bro. Because first and foremost, y'all don't, in the 80s, you didn't know nothing about stocks. And the niggas who was talking about stocks didn't know nothing about stocks. All this shit was being made up. They was just raising prices and shit. If you ever watch, have you ever watched, you've seen it, Trading Places?
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy came off the streets as a hustler and knew how to fucking run stocks. That tell you everything you need to know, bro. If a street hustler can come out and run stocks, then that lets you know everything you need to know about Wall Street, bro. So yeah, all of this shit is a fucking scam, blue collar crime, whatever you want to call it. These niggas is taking money from people for no reason. You don't need to invest in stock, bro. Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? I take that back. You do need to invest in stock, especially now. But in the 80s, you probably didn't need to invest in stock. You could have just got you a good little savings account and been straight.
Yeah, I just think that it was so. There's more research on the shit now. You know what I'm saying? In the 80s, you really heard something from this person, like I feel like in the 80s it was more word of mouth. You know what I'm saying?
And it was only for certain people. Remember that. Don't forget, everybody wasn't investing in stocks in the 80s. That was like for like niggas who really had it. So that's another reason I don't feel sorry for them. Because like nigga, you up. You be
you like the 1%ers. Like a lot of the 1%ers was the ones that was getting into it. Mm-hmm. And then you had the crash, you know what I'm saying? You had Black Monday and all that shit. Mm-hmm. And so, Jordan got fired after, he had a come up, but then Black Monday came, you know what I'm saying? And he was just to the point where now he had a wife who was supportive. She was like, he was saying, this place is hiring. This place is hiring. She's like, you're not gonna want to do that. Like, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna be happy. So to have a wife that's like, just get a job and bring some money to the table. She was like, nah, you ain't going to enjoy it. So don't even try it. So he ended up, he goes to the one place, start selling fucking penny stocks, which was, what I'm saying, basically small companies to where you get 50% of the commission and all this type shit. This motherfucker makes one sale for 10K, and he got 5K being there less than 10 minutes. And it's like, when you think about like this guy, because this is the thing, he even said the company that he sold the guy on was somebody just doing something in their garage. Like the place, it probably had no future. And he just took $10,000 out of this guy's savings. So the guy even said, yo, my wife might leave me, but I put into it. It's like, yeah, bro, you might not want to do that, man.
Bro, what if that shit was really Microsoft?
I mean, look, I'm pretty sure some people hit. That's the thing. All of this shit is a crapshoot, man. You know what I'm saying?
A great example is what's that nigga's name, bro? Why is it blanking in my head right now? The nigga that sung Lion King. Excuse me.
You talking about James Earl Jones?
No, man, that's Mufasa.
What? Oh, Jason Weaver. I know you're talking
Jason
about
Weaver.
now.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
why his name is.
I know what you're talking about now.
But
yeah,
Jason Weaver's mom.
yeah,
They offered them like 5 figures up front.
yeah. They offered him a meal.
A
It
meal,
was a 2 meal. It was either a meal or 2 meal.
I thought it was 5 figures. Okay, well that's even better than they offered them 2 meal, right? And you gotta think about that 2 mil, bro. Like that's a lot of money.
Yeah, and like what 19? What came out like what 94 or something like that?
That's a lot of money. If you were a millionaire in the 90s, nigga, you are up.
Yeah, and he was only like what, like 14, 15 or something at the time?
And they was like, she said, nah, they also offered her, what was it, the perpetuity instead? And she was like, we'll just take perpetuity. Man, that nigga been living how in the hog since, bro. They had to come out with another song just not to get this nigga a check.
Yo, but that's crazy. But for his mom to be that smart though,
Exactly.
to think long term, that's the same shit that old dude did with for the Mets, where he was like he didn't take it. Yeah. Well, so the Mets still paying this dude.
Still paying it. This nigga ain't played baseball in 20 years.
Like 20 years.
Nigga, he got a whole day. Nigga, Bobby Bonilla day. God dang. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That's a win right there. But also shout out to all of those NFL players too who took some of their salary in crypto.
Yeah.
Them niggas, and in the last couple of years, them niggas been up. Look at that nigga OBJ.
Yeah. And you want to hear the bad side of the story, because there's always the downside. Magic Johnson.
Oh yeah.
Magic Johnson. Phil Knight went up to him. Was like, look, I don't have the money to give you up front. It's like, I don't have it. He said, but what I can do, I can give you a percentage. I can give you, it was something like, I don't know, 100,000 or something.
That nigga
and a percentage. And he was like, fuck that. I want the money now.
And that Converse, nigga.
Man, don't get me wrong. Magic Johnson's doing well in life. Magic Johnson is fine.
Yeah, he done had some flops, nigga. Magic Johnson movie theaters, nigga. That's another one.
Yeah, but it was something crazy like 5 billion or something like that. That little piece that if Michael Jackson,
Michael Jackson ain't never made a bad move. I'm be honest with you. That nigga ain't never made a bad. Any move that nigga make end up going up. But no, yeah, you right. Magic Johnson, yeah, that was a bad call, bro. Especially knowing that Nike bought Converse like 10 years ago. Yeah, that's a bad move.
Yeah, so I mean, but it's sometimes, man, some people want that quick money up front, and Magic wanted the quick money, so he went with Converse and felt that, because I think that he was making more from Converse than he was from the Lakers at the time.
Look at his contract. That nigga was in a 14-year, $1 million.
No, bro. No, you don't remember? It was 25 million for 25 years.
Yeah, bro, that shit was horrible, my nigga. Like, especially in the context of now, like knowing that niggas is getting like 100 mil for like 4 years. Yeah, bro. Nah, that was horrible, my nigga.
Yeah.
Who thought that he was gonna play for 25 years? We was literally watching this nigga Kareem Abdul-Jabbar break down on court. And y'all thought Magic Johnson was come on, my nigga. Like, that's crazy, bro.
That's funny.
That is crazy. But you know what though? I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad that kind of didn't work. Because nigga, nobody was gonna wear Magics. Let's be real, bro. Like, can you imagine that? Nobody's getting the new Magics. Like, the name is crazy. That's crazy. No, I'm glad that didn't work.
Oh man,
God do stuff for a reason, bro.
Yo, boy, you stupid, bud.
No, seriously though. Come on, man. Like,
you don't want the new Magics?
Then you can't even shorten that. Like, you know, we call Jordans J's.
J's,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, you can't. You want to get the new M's? Nah, get that. Man.
Oh man, it's
He
about
probably
that
just did some
time.
corny shit like call them the Showtimes and shit. Nah, shit, bro. Certain niggas just is certain things that just don't rock, bro.
Oh man.
But nah, Jordan Belfort, man. Because you was talking about embellishing, and
Yeah.
I do think he embellished. I'm gonna tell you where I really believe he embellished. Everything that they was doing in that office was embellishment.
Yeah, I don't think all that shit happened.
1,000%. Nigga, y'all had strippers in the office. Y'all had a marching band in the office. Come on, fam. Who the fuck was in charge?
Nobody, apparently.
That's what I'm saying. Where's the manager at, bro? Like, y'all just that motherfucker. That shit was the office before the office. Like, come on, bro.
And then his pops was there, man.
Nigga, who is running this fucking establishment? That's what I wanted to know. Like, cause nigga, y'all just in here doing anything.
Yo.
80s was a wild time, man.
Wild time. Wild times.
Super wild time, bro. Like the shit that niggas was getting off in the 80s it shocks me to this day. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Me and you both. Like even going back and like seeing some of the documentaries that are coming from that time. Yeah. I mean, anything like that, man. Even my drug dealer series that I do, like just thinking about like watching this shit and how crazy the 80s was. Wow.
Bro, the fact that this nigga had a helicopter that was landing like 10 feet away from his house is berserk, my nigga. That is berserk, bro. This nigga was landing in a helicopter at home in the middle of the night as if nobody could hear that shit. This nigga's waking up the whole neighborhood. You know how loud a fucking helicopter is, bro?
No, bro.
Listen, think about this. A helicopter is probably like, I don't know, maybe 30,000 feet up in the air, right? You can hear that shit clear as day for a minute. Like as it's traveling over before it even get to you, even when it's going on, you can hear that shit clear as day. Imagine that motherfucker. Like, imagine that in your yard, bro. Because, like, even in the movies, when them niggas getting out the helicopter, they're not talking normal. These niggas is, like, yelling at the top of their lungs to each other. Nigga, no, bro. And that's 10 feet away from your house? Come on, bro. That's crazy. That's nuts, bro.
Nah, I got some shit for you. You know what I'm saying? After the ad, I got some shit for you.
All right, man. Well, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's do it, bro.
All right. People, are y'all tired of expensive energy drinks? They give you little to no results. If so, then W Energy got you covered with a selection of energy or hydration drink mix with a variety of unique and great tasting flavors. No jitters, no crash, zero sugar, zero filters, just clean energy.
That's right. With ingredients like coffee fruit extract and B vitamins, W is the best choice for energy hydration. You can even get a cool shaker to mix your drink in. And just to show y'all what it looked like, you know what I'm saying? It's something like this. So if you ain't, okay, I can't turn, there we go. If you ain't out here on the video watching this on Spotify, then you can't see it. You know what I'm saying? But with designs inspired by creators, anime, and even video games. Head over to w.gg and use code VAPOD. That's right, VAPOD for 10% off your order. That's w.gg VAPOD. Use that code and get 10% off your order. Fuel up and stay focused with W.
Yes, sir. So, but bro, this dude just happened to see They're having this wild ass party, like always, nothing new.
Mm-hmm.
Wild ass party. All of a sudden, Naomi walks in.
Yeah.
Bro, now they don't give us a time period on this thing,
Mm-hmm.
but as far as I know, so you meet her that day, get dinner with her, rarely soon. So he's smashing. So he carrying on this for a little while. Wife catch him in the act when she was supposed to be gone. Bro, he marries her. For me, it seems like all this shit happened less than like 2 months. Like that's what it felt like. Maybe some time period went by. I don't know.
It had to be like 6 to 8 months, bro.
Man, that shit was not no 6 to 8 months. Even if it was, okay, let's even go with your scenario, 6 to 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
You married this woman, and you get her for a wedding present a fucking yacht, bro, with her name on it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
That's what tricks do. That's what tricks do, bro. Tricks do shit like that.
Yo, but I'm like,
buying a woman no fucking yacht for her birthday. That's crazy.
Man, that is insane, bro. Like,
you know what you got to do to get a yacht for me as a wife? Nigga, you have to be the most extraordinary wife in the world. If I'm making $10,000 on the sale, you gotta at least bring 4,000 in with me. Like you gotta be matching. Cause what the fuck am I getting for my birthday if I'm buying you a yacht?
Yo, that was insane. This motherfucker landing hell, like you said, landing helicopters on the yard, waking his babies up.
Mind you, they're in New York.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that part. They are in New York. They're not in Florida. They're not in California. They're not in Texas. They're in New York. Where the fuck are you landing a helicopter in New York? What the fuck are you doing, bro?
Yo, that's wild. And like you said, that might be a little bit embellishment there. Like I don't know if this shit is really happening. And like you said, the whole office scenes, all of the, you know what I'm saying, the quote unquote fuck parties that they have. Yo, these ones.
Now I will say this: the orgies, I believe that 100%.
But this is the thing: do you believe them when they were on a plane?
The orgy on the plane?
Yeah.
For sure.
Now, if they had a private plane, okay, I can see how that could have been a thing.
Nah, niggas were smoking on planes back then, so orgy was too far fetched.
Man, yo, there's no way, boy. Yo.
Nigga, if you could smoke, have you've been on a plane before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is an enclosed ass capsule. And the air is circulating throughout that motherfucker. Through like vents and all that other shit, filters and all that. If you're smoking on a plane, imagine smoking on the plane, bro.
Man, I can't even imagine.
Down. You can't do none of that shit.
I can't even imagine being on a plane with somebody with BO.
That's what I'm saying. So imagine a bunch of motherfuckers just on that motherfucker smoking. Nigga, that motherfucker is foggy as fuck, bro. So yeah, do I think they was fucking on the plane? For sure.
Bro, it was just a plane, a Delta. Did you hear about that? A Delta flight the other day, like yesterday. Well, it might have been 2 days ago now.
Crash?
No, it was the whole. It was foggy or smoky in there or something.
Oh, niggas in there getting lit.
I don't know what they doing, man.
Reefer burning.
Yo, he said reefer. Yo, that's hilarious.
The new weed don't do that.
Hey, I don't know what they were doing, but they were just saying that it was fogged up in there.
Yeah.
But it's just, yo, when it comes to aviation nowadays, I don't know, bro.
Bro, imagine in the 80s, bro. Nigga, it was ashtrays.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. So yeah, was they on there hunching, mile high clubbing it? Yeah, for sure.
Yo, that was just crazy. The way they did it though, man, it was just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
and then they were talking.
It was embellished for sure.
Yeah, like the whole thing of like, you know, he was saying, now maybe they were doing this, maybe they wasn't, but the whole shit of like how they was bringing in the escorts in and shit. He was like the high class ones. He was like, you know, they won't like. He's like, when you get the high class ones, like they won't let you hit without a condom. But if you got enough money, they'll let you. And he was like, then we had the tramps come in. He said they'll let you go without a condom, but you got to get a chlamydia shot the next day. And it's just like,
that's crazy.
Like really, like it's I don't know, man. It seemed like if I would have watched this now, I mean I did because 2013, obviously I was younger then. But like now, like being 40, like this shit don't look as fun as it would have looked like 15 years ago. Like 15 years ago, I would have been like, man,
everything that nigga was doing was 80s activity for sure.
Yeah, I would have been like, what I'm saying? I would be like, oh, all right, man, they kind of look fun. But now watching it, I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. I'd be tired. I don't know if I want to do all these drugs. Like, I don't want to damage my body. Like,
him blowing cocaine in the old girl's butt, risky move. Risky move.
He got pink eye after that, man.
I'm telling you, because that could have backfired.
That could have backfired big time.
He farted while that straw was in there. It would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. You know what I'm saying? Risky, very risky move, bro. That nigga was living life on the edge, for sure. That's crazy.
Oh, and she would have farted. Bro. Yo, that's crazy. Oh
but
my god!
Speaking of,
that's funny.
Speaking of, you know what I'm saying? Because we talking about embellishment. We're talking about exaggeration. Around the time that this movie came out, remember that this was there was a thing going around about if the Wolf of Wall Street, like if things were happening, you know what I'm saying, the way that they had portrayed it in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying how a lot of this stuff that we talking about now, like a lot of this stuff they don't think was really going on. Like they think this nigga really just like made this book, and was just putting shit in there. Because Time had wrote a piece about him. In what did it say, 2013? They had wrote a piece about him, about the true story about him, and they were saying like a lot of the stuff that he put in that book didn't really happen. So it was great that you brought that up, because that's why, even watching this, like a lot of the stuff that he was talking about and a lot of stuff he was doing, I'm sitting here like, bro, there's no way this nigga was getting all this shit off. And nobody was, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing was happening to him. That's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, you got strippers running around topless at work. Come on, my nigga. And the manager ain't in there. He ain't saying nothing.
Well, you gotta look. Well, look at he hired degenerates, bro.
I don't give off.
Like, think about it. Okay, so he's the owner of the shit. So when he branched off from the penny stock place, you know what I'm saying, he brought his own. Well, first he bought like this garage joint, and then ended up making enough money to buy an office. So like, even when you think about Dunny, this month, so Jordan at a restaurant eating, Dunny comes up to him, yo, what do you do? He's like, stockbroker, whatever. And he was like, how much you make, or something like that. He was like, oh, I made like 700 last month or 2 months ago, some shit like that. He was like, yo, you showed me, no, I think it was 72,000. He was like, you showed me a check stub of 72,000. He said, I'll call my job and quit right now. And he showed him the check stub of 72,000 and he called the job. So first of all, you reckless for even quitting your job. You know what I'm saying? Just because another dude made $72,000, that don't mean you gonna make $72,000.
Who the fuck walks up on the nigga talking about how much did you make? Hey man, this ain't the time for that, nigga. I'm eating. and then like even just the people that he hired, really the only person that had really any kind of sense, and I think that he just let people influence him, was the one dude with the toupee. You know what I'm saying? That had the friend that had the Swiss bank and shit. I think because he was the only one who went to college. All the rest of these motherfuckers dropped out of high school and all this type shit. So like, who is gonna, you know what I'm saying, make order in there?
Is what I'm saying. Like
ordered. I'm not even talking about that part. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Like, think about this. You at work, all right? Before you put your packages on the truck, before you get your routes and all that, nigga, your boss come in. This nigga got 7 strippers with him. Strippers in there going crazy for 30 minutes. Now you got to go out and deliver packages. You're not thinking about going out and deliver packages. You hype because the strippers is in there. Now, think about this. Tomorrow comes. You go to work tomorrow, no strippers.
okay.
Your day is not the same.
No, I mean it's definitely not the same.
That's what I'm saying. You're not having the same day. Like, that's what I'm saying when I'm saying that. Like, bro, you got naked chicks running through here. This nigga brings in a marching band. Like, bro, this is not motivation. This is distractions. None of this shit, no work was getting done for real in this motherfucker.
Well, apparently they were making work, man. They got Steve Madden come up in there.
That was crazy. That
was crazy.
That whole situation was crazy.
Yeah, but I think maybe what Steve Madden saw, because like you said, they was trying to make a company public. So I think Steve Madden probably just got to a point where he was like, man, look, man, I think he was thinking I only can go up from here. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, why not give, you know what I'm saying, this up and coming company, you know what I'm saying, a shot, to help me go public or whatever, whatnot. And then, like I said, I forgot what the percentages was, but he had a percentage, you know what I'm saying? Jordan had a percentage, all this type shit. Because when the shit went down, because I think Steve had the bigger percentage, and that's why when Jordan's shit started, where he was getting FBI was on his ass and all that type shit, Steve Madden was able to, you know what I'm saying, do what he do and kept his shit afloat at least.
Right.
Because Jordan was trying to tell everybody to go in there and sell all of his stock so he wouldn't get shit. But I don't remember if they were able to, though. I think Steve Madden kind of went out still kind of. Maybe he was scathed, but I don't think it was like crazy.
Nothing happened to Steve Madden, bro. We was wearing Steve Maddens in the 90s and it's still in the 2000s.
Yeah, so I think it was still fire.
Steve Madden was in Coles, my nigga. Nothing happened to that nigga Steve Madden. Yeah.
But
I know a nigga that had some Steve Maddens in high school.
Yo, man, you want to know a nasty era, but
what, Stacey Adams?
Yes.
Absolutely. I already know where you was going.
Hey, man.
Very nasty.
Hey,
Stacey Adams, was a very nasty era for sure, bro.
Oh, boy, the Stacey Adams.
The clubs, my nigga.
Oh, my God.
With Argyle vests on. Nasty time, bro. Nasty time in hip-hop. Nasty time. It was a bad time. Business casual wear was a bad time.
Hey, boy, they used to wear Stacey Adams with the baggy jeans.
Yes, with the big-ass belts. With the button-ups, with the Argyle sweater and the stupid-ass the bowler hats and shit, bro. The shit was looking crazy, bro. Niggas was looking ridiculous. I remember that was the time where when it shifted from the business casual wear to when niggas started dressing like nerds. That was like right after that. Niggas was dressing like nerds and shit. Like niggas used to wear the collared shirts. They started wearing glasses that you didn't have
with no lenses in it.
It was just weird.
Frames.
Yeah, it was weird, bro. I blame Young Dro. Young Dro is to blame for all of that.
Young Dro, I'm clean in this bitch.
Young Dro, if you listening, you was the reason niggas was dressing like nerds, bro. You did that to us. Yeah.
I fuck with
then
Joe,
they took
though.
it a step further and started wearing skinny jeans. It started getting nasty. It got real nasty for a minute, bro.
Yeah. We had some nasty times.
I'll never forget y'all niggas for wearing skinny jeans. Them niggas are sagging wearing skinny jeans. which is crazy because it don't look the same.
No,
It just
no.
like you couldn't get your pants on.
Oh man, yo, that's wow.
But no, yeah, Stacey Adams was a sick time.
Yeah, it was.
Very
It
sick time.
was. But I will say though, man, when it comes at least to like the downfall and shit, first of all, it was a downfall that was deserved, but it wasn't even really that bad. He still was able to I mean, what he got 3 years. And he probably did a year and a half.
Yeah, that was a
You know what I'm
red.
saying? So nothing really happened to him, but all the people that he basically robbed blind,
Because
and then
he went to jail for fraud, right? It was fraud.
I think that's what he ended up going to jail for. But like he was facing like huge time, and remember he was gonna he was supposed to sell out Donnie, but he slid the note to him, was like, I'm wearing the wire and shit, and then Donnie flipped the script and then showed them that shit.
Yeah.
So he ended up not getting nothing really when he's the, you know what I'm saying, he's the next man up. You know what I'm saying? He's just as responsible as Jordan is.
Yeah, but when you the big fish, that don't matter.
I mean, but at the same time, he turned him in.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying like the big fish is the one that they want though.
I mean, that's who they want, but then at the same time, it's like you, and that's why I say, man, like sometimes you really got to be careful, because like, you know, I know someone personally who end up, you know, taking some time where they went by the quote unquote, you know what I'm saying, hood code, and didn't snitch, and not and got snitched on, and then you end up with the one with the most time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, he took it upon himself to, well, he was gonna snitch on Donnie, at least told them that he was, and then went in there and slid the note, was like, you know what I'm saying, I'm wearing the wire, basically don't say nothing crazy, and then he turned around and fuck you.
But I mean, then he was gonna snitch on him anyway, so I mean, it's kind of fair is fair.
I mean, to a certain extent, like for me, no. But this is the thing. I don't know if he was ever gonna do it though. Why? Because why write the note and do that? I don't think he was going to.
Who knows? Who knows if he really wrote the note? This nigga's a liar. First off, no, there's no telling if he wrote that note at all.
Man, look, if I'm in a situation,
and remember you said it, these niggas are degenerates.
They are. But if you took it upon yourself to show me a note where you was like, yo, I'm wearing a wire, don't say nothing. I'm gonna look at it like they offered you something and you got my back in this moment. By you showing me this, I feel like you're saying you're not snitching on me. Because why not just let me talk freely?
First and foremost, because nigga, I'm wearing a wire. I don't want to be incriminated any further than what I could possibly be incriminated
at. I think they had everything on Jordan that they wanted.
That we know.
Well, I mean, look, at the end of the day, it didn't matter because he still went and snitched on everybody.
That's what I'm saying. What if they didn't know about the plane orgy?
The government don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, they do. Nigga, that you know what type of look that gives that nigga in court.
Man,
all that shit mattered. Look at Diddy. They start talking about freak offs and all this other shit. Now this nigga's looking horrible in court, bro.
Yeah, but it was sex trafficking involved in that though.
That's my
point. That's different.
No, it's not. Because you got to think about this. If this nigga is having fucking plane orgies, you know it got to be something going on, because who the fuck is all fucking on the plane?
I mean, true.
I mean, this nigga just found that many freaks to get on a plane and fuck around each other? No, nigga. You know it's drugs involved. So now this nigga got drugs around him. Like, come on, bro. It's a bunch of shit that he probably didn't want them to know.
Bro, this motherfucker cut up a whole couch and had a whole bag of cocaine in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? After slapping his wife up.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, yo. That's wild.
Now I gotta worry about Donnie telling them about the cocaine. Telling them about
Donnie's stupid though. Just like when he got old dude locked up, man, playing. You know what I'm saying? Play too much. You know what I'm saying? Give me the money, keep it pushing. No, you want to come pulling up, acting like you high and all this shit, get the damn cops' attention, and now I get locked up. And then didn't snitch. Went to jail for 2 years, got out. You know what I'm saying? They throw him a party, and this motherfucker died 2 years later of a heart attack at 35 years old.
Because of the cocaine. That shit was pure, nigga.
Man, they got that shit from Colombia. They got that shit from Pablo Escobar, boy.
Absolutely.
They got that dirt. Hey, but Gazzetto Blanca, but
yeah,
that's where they got that shit from.
They went straight to the source of that shit, nigga. Because nigga, that shit ain't no way. But I mean, that's what the 80s was about, man. Cocaine in the 80s was like the best cocaine ever. It had to be.
I mean that, but they was taking everything though. Like even that lemon drop shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If I was in the 80s, bro, I'd have did cocaine.
I mean, yeah. If I'm being honest, if and because see the thing with me is I've always had responsibility. I feel like when I look back, it's like God damn, man, I can't think back from a time of being a teenager and not having responsibility. So it was like. Yeah, so I've always had something, you know what I'm saying, that I had to do or whatever. So, but nigga, like,
hey, if you was balling out in high school when you was balling out, nigga, imagine if you was on cocaine balling out like that. Nigga,
like the Bulls in the 80s.
Michael Irvin. You know what I'm saying? Hey, nigga, cocaine was a performance enhancing drug.
Lawrence Taylor, boy.
That's what I'm saying. So imagine you in high school, you know what I'm saying, and you out there, 100 miles running.
Just like and
yeah,
that motherfucker had that dunk contest. Up a one-hand dunk, bro. It wasn't even through.
Cocaine, baby. Listen, I just want to say this real quick because we got to put this out there. We do not condone the use of cocaine. Yeah. We do not condone the selling of cocaine. However, we are aware that in the 80s, cocaine was free-flowing, and it was apparently amazing. Because, nigga, Studio 54, bro. Nigga, Eddie Murphy was funnier when cocaine was out. Prince music was jamming when cocaine was out. Whitney Houston was popping when cocaine was out. Like, hey man, there's something to it. Cocaine in the 80s, there's something about that shit, man.
I mean, and then just from all the movies that they show us, man.
Nigga,
Rick James, man.
I didn't even think about this though. Nigga, the Dolphins was balling in the 80s. I didn't even think about that, bro. The Dolphins was going crazy in the 80s, bro.
Oh,
so I know for a fact, nigga, it's something about that, man. We gotta look into that. It's something about that though. Like if this nigga had a whole couch full of cocaine, bro.
Yo.
Nigga, why do you have that in your couch?
I think because at the time, you know what I'm saying, the FBI was on his ass.
Don't bring it in the house then. Take it to the office or something, man. Don't bring it in the house.
And then all you had to do was unzip the damn couch, man. This motherfucker just cut it open.
When you on cocaine, you don't think so. That nigga forgot the zipper was on that motherfucker, bro.
Man.
I need my cocaine. Hey, man, let me tell you something, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Jordan Belfort, bro. This nigga is it's something to say about motherfuckers who like just find their way every time. You know what I'm saying? True American hustler for sure. Not only was he up in the 80s, went to jail, came back out, wrote a book, and got back up off of Wolf of Wall Street. Like, there's something to say about that. You know what I'm saying? If Bernie Madoff was 40 years younger, I feel like he'd be on the same shit.
I can see that. I can see that.
Bernie
But
Madoff going to jail, coming out writing a story about it, and then they make a movie about it.
yeah, but like we talked about that on the pod, where he fucked up at was he was stealing from the wrong people. Like,
yeah,
like you got to steal from
Jordan Belfort was too.
Yeah, but he was getting more poor Americans though, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Bernie, the wrong people is the rich people because they're the one that can fuck you up.
Because they got enough to not even realize it. You start stealing from poor people, nigga. America can't steal from poor people. And you don't steal from America.
Man, I feel like that's the only reason why Madoff got that time that he got, man. He's stealing from the wrong ones, man.
Madoff got the time that he got because he got caught. That's how that was. He didn't
got caught.
But the reason Jordan got caught because he was stealing from America. America is the only person that can steal from poor people, bro. Plain and simple. That's why all our taxes be high as fuck. Rich people don't even pay taxes for real.
Don't even pay it.
You know what I'm saying? When Wesley Snipes was making all that money, they ain't give a fuck about that nigga not paying taxes. As soon as that nigga start falling off, he in jail. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I tell you who they need to audit and check. Jerry Jones.
They ain't gonna do that.
They need to though, cause he got way too much money not to be paying people, bro.
That's one thing they is not gonna do, but they is not gonna fuck with Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones, that motherfucker got power, bro. Yeah, I don't think people understand how much power he got.
Sure. He got something going on in Texas, bro.
Yeah, he definitely got something going on.
He got something going on in Texas. Because the shit that be going on with his team and the fact that this nigga be paying niggas pennies on the dollar. And don't none of the other owners say shit.
Nah, they don't want to get on Jerry's bad side, man.
Yeah. Nigga, Roger Goodell don't say, well, he can't because he worked for them niggas. But
he worked.
Yeah, just in general, like, yeah, that shit weird, bro. Like, I don't know. It's something about Jerry Jones, bro. That nigga eat kids or something.
And then, like I say, Jerry Jones was the main dude that did not want Jeff Bezos to buy the Redskins, but sorry, the Commanders. Like, he did not want him. But this is another thing. I think a lot of the NFL owners was haters too, because Jeff Bezos could have bought the team by himself, no partners, nothing.
League.
Like, and see, but you got to think, like, why the NFL? Because see, the NFL owners got to vote for you to come in. Like, you can't just buy a team. Like, they got to vote you in to buy a team. They wouldn't let Jeff Bezos buy a team because they know that he had the capital to buy a team by himself.
Bro, you know how instantly up the Commanders get if Jeff Bezos on the team.
They would be, but like I said, they would. But this is the thing, though. Also in football,
that's a conflict of interest, though, ain't it?
Well, he might have would have had to sell the Washington Post, maybe. I'm not sure.
Nah, the Amazon deal with fucking NFL, the Thursday night shit. He can't do that.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna speak because I don't know.
You kind of might have to thank Jerry Jones too, though. Because, nigga, I'm not trying to watch the Commanders every Thursday.
I don't think that's how that would work, man.
Saying,
I don't think it would have worked like that.
But I don't know if he could have did that, though. I think that might be a conflict of interest.
From what I remember, at least what I heard, like I said, I don't know everything about everything. I just know that when, like, they have to vote you in and they would not let them in. Yeah. Now, I thought it was on some hater shit because they were just like, you can come in here and you're instantly the richest person in this whole thing. But
that don't mean you don't have the best team.
But no, it don't, because there's a hard cap in football, so it don't matter. Right. Now, if anybody was gonna be hating, it would have been NBA owners, because Steve Ballmer was able to buy the Clippers with no partners. He bought that shit by himself.
Yeah, but
Not only did he buy it by himself, bro. Yeah. Now, this is the
niggas ain't
thing.
win shit, bro.
No, they didn't. They didn't. And they got a soft cap.
Hey,
He
bro,
still
that nigga could have afforded any player, bro. Niggas didn't win shit.
But yo, this is the crazy part though.
That shit only work in baseball.
Yo, this dude, because for the people I know but for the people that don't know, the Clippers and the Lakers shared the same arena.
Yes.
This dude went and bought his own arena, financed it and everything.
Yes. And it's fine.
Like it's just
and
think about how much. Yeah. This is true. They
still ain't gonna win shit, bro.
But yeah,
and Kawhi ain't played in 4 years.
Yo, think about this, boy. What are we gonna think about Kawhi Leonard in like 15 years, bro? Like,
you're not gonna think of Kawhi Leonard in 15 years.
That is the oddest career, bro.
You don't think of Kawhi Leonard now, bro. This nigga is considered one of the best players. This nigga doesn't play.
Yo, I'm just saying, like, what people really gonna like think about like his legacy. Like, I don't know, man.
He's not gonna have one.
Just gonna be,
if they do talk about him, they're gonna talk about him like Jordan. They're gonna talk about that because they only talk about 6 years of Jordan's career.
Yeah.
That's how they're gonna talk about Kawhi Leonard. They're gonna talk about the year he won with the Spurs, and then the year that
Raptors.
Yeah, the Raptors. That's it. Outside of that, it ain't nothing else to talk about. He ain't did shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think Bezos need to get like a baseball team or something, or like a soccer team, where he can really like take that money and make some shit happen.
I don't know, man. I'm to the point where like I don't want Bezos to be getting what he want, man, because Bezos tripping. Yo, this dude, man, Bezos trying to take everybody out of business, bro. Yo, did you see?
He need to go after Elon Musk. That's what he need to go after.
Man, he trying. He's selling cars on Amazon now.
Well, yeah, that's not the same thing, though.
Man, that's crazy, bro. Like, come on. Did you have to jump in that lane too? Now you selling cars on Amazon? Yeah. Like,
they can sell everything on Amazon. Fuck it. Why not?
Nah, man.
I fuck with Amazon though.
I ain't gonna say that like I don't order shit off of Amazon. I mean, I order shit off of Amazon, but I'm just saying, like, it's just like, how much money is enough, bro? How many lanes you need to be in? You need to be in all the lanes.
This is why I say that though, because when Amazon get with shit though, like they technically make shit better. You know what I'm saying? Like, excuse me, like they got with Twitch. For people that don't know what Twitch is, it's like a video game streaming service. And Twitch was like about to be on its way out. Twitch don't make him money. That's a money pit for him. But this is the thing. It's a lot of technology that he uses and tests on Twitch that gets used everywhere else. So like you can do watch parties and shit on Twitch. Like you can go to Amazon Video and you know what I'm saying, stream movies and TV from there and like watch this shit with the viewers. You can watch Thursday Night Football on there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of shit going on Twitch that this nigga's doing some magic over there, bro. So like I think that anything that Amazon touches, it gets better.
I'm just talking about all the damn stores that are closing down. And it's all because of Amazon.
Whole Foods.
I ain't talking about Whole Foods. I'm just talking about everything. Like everything is shutting down, bro. Like almost every store that we know is shutting down. Yeah,
because who wants to go to the store and a bum is asking them for $1 when they can just sit at home and get that shit delivered? Yeah, fuck that, bro. Close all that shit down. Fuck that.
Man, we heading into that world, man. We're gonna be like goddamn The Walking Dead, man.
The fuck we ain't. Not if Jeff Bezos still alive. We good.
No, I'm just meaning like, man, yo, motherfuckers ain't gonna have nowhere to work, man.
Yeah, they will.
All right.
You can work at the Amazon distribution. He work at
Yo,
Amazon
bro,
distribution.
that's another thing. You see
Yeah.
the robots they got? The
Yeah.
ones that are working?
Yeah.
Yeah. These motherfuckers ain't gonna be working there either.
You better learn how to fix robots, goddamn it. You better do something, because I don't know what to tell you.
I
Shit, they
seen
can't
that
drive
shit.
trucks yet. They can't drive trucks yet.
I seen that shit. I was like, bro, man. I was like, man, how much money do you need, man? Like
Hey
now
man,
you don't want to
you
pay
see the shit
people.
they trying to do now though? Like they got the shit in California already though. They got the fucking drones that drop your shit off.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, I
fire.
seen it.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire, bro. I can't wait till that shit get to Ohio. You can just insane
Man,
from the fucking man.
nah, man.
That's I fuck with that. Hey man, y'all listen. I know a lot of people getting nervous. I know a lot of people getting scared and they worried about robots taking over. That's the least of your problems. I can tell you that right now. The robots is the last thing you should be worried about. That ain't gonna do nothing but make life exponentially better. I promise you. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till the robots and shit get out here, nigga. Let's get it. Talk with all that shit, nigga. I ain't carried a wallet in 10 years, bro.
Hey, man.
I love it.
I guess we gonna see.
I'm telling you,
I
man.
guess we gonna see.
The only time shit get tricky is when they start trying to like put shit in you. That's when I'm out. But until then, yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
So let's get into Fire Flames.
Let's do it.
Yoga fire, yoga flame.
What you got, bro?
Look, when we talk about the cast is crazy. And this was really, I think, the first time Margot Robbie came on my radar.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, that was a change up. But I mean, for what this movie is, it's very entertaining, funny. Like you said, I do think a lot of this shit was a little fabricated. It was a little much. But for an entertainment standpoint, it's like, all right, I get you. I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4. Like I said, I don't think that this is still like the top upper echelon Martin Scorsese movies, but it's up there, and I get why it got all the awards that it got. So I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay. I enjoyed this movie. Pretty much everybody else did as well. This is one of those movies that you know what I'm saying, is pretty good. Well, really, it ain't pretty good. It's really good. You know what I'm saying? It is one of the longer movies though, but like I said, it don't feel as long. The cast is amazing. The acting was great. And to me, the embellishment and the exaggeration really helps this movie. So I'm going to go 3.5. I'm not gonna go 4 because to me, it's I don't feel like it's one of those movies that has a lot of replay value. Because I feel like once you've seen it, you kind of seen it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's not one of those things that you go back and be like, man, like that was such a great movie. But it like once you see it, it is a good movie though. But it don't have a high replay value. So I'm gonna go 3.5.
Gotcha. I ain't mad at it.
All right, man. Let's do Coming Soon.
Let's do it.
Coming soon to own on video and DVD.
All right, on the next episode that we got coming up, man, it's gonna be I don't know about this. It's gonna be one of the ones where we're gonna be getting into it. It is called Our not Our Family. It's something update on Our Family. It's a documentary on Netflix about a family who was a content creator family, and they had adopted a little boy, I believe, from Asia, somewhere in Asia, and he was on there for a minute, and then the little nigga went missing, and they was like, "Hey, what happened?" You know, it's like what's the one joint we did? Don't mess with cats.
Don't mess with cats.
You don't remember that? Don't mess with cats. You remember that documentary when them niggas was where the nigga was online and he killed somebody or something like that, or killed some cats or some shit like that, and they come to find out this nigga ended up like was a murderer.
No, I ain't see that.
Well,
I
if you
missed
ain't never
that.
seen Don't Mess with Cats, then this is kind of, I think this is kind of like that in that same vein. I think it was called Don't Mess with Cats. I don't know. I gotta
I
go
mean,
back.
even your description, it don't ring no bells with me. That's crazy.
Bro, dude had he had a video online about him doing something to some cats, and then like it was like all these people that was online was coming together to figure out who this dude was because he was killing these cats. And then next thing you know, like they found him, and like he was involved in like a murder or some shit like that too. But they got like they got this nigga pretty much like was doing internet I'm about to say internet Instagram internet investigation. But this is kind of I think this is kind of in that same vein. But anyway, you guys get on there, check us out. We're gonna be talking about it. I think it's called Update on Our Little Family or something like that. It's on Max. So excuse me, you guys go check that out, watch it, and then you know what I'm saying, we'll have that discussion on the next episode. If you enjoyed this episode, if you didn't enjoy this episode, if you two are still trying to figure out how the hell Jordan Belfort had a helicopter in New York landing in the middle of his backyard, let us know and hit us up on socials that we talked about earlier in the pod. Or if you want to hit us up individually, you can. You can find me on X at Scoots Bronson. I have a link tree in my bio, and you can follow me everywhere else there.
And y'all can find me at s.foster8 on Instagram, X, and TikTok. Follow the podcast 28 minutes or less. Put out a new episode, man. Episode 167. I did a you know what I'm saying, a little film called To Catch a Killer, man. I had to get into it. So got some new material out there. So go check it out when you get a chance. That's all I got.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, your support is greatly appreciated. Without you, there could be no us. And until the next episode, like they say in Hollywood, that's a wrap.
Cut.